All right, welcome back into American Agenda. Earlier this week in Chicago South Side, a pregnant mother and her 9-year-old son were sent to the hospital in serious condition after they were beaten up by a gang of students after school. Some of them were teens, some of them younger than teens. And according to local reports and those in the know of the situation, they allege the woman's son had been bullied for 2 years. This was a bullying issue on Monday as the woman walked her kids home after school. The teens then turned on the mom. The mother allegedly went to school to walk home her son and her daughter. They were being bullied, and then they were surrounded by the group, then attacked. Keep in mind, she's pregnant. This could have went really bad, and she spoke about it at a news conference this week.
I can't sleep because I wake up in the middle of the night with that vision in my head of my son calling my name to help him, and I couldn't do nothing for him. That really hurted me the most.
Since it happened, there's been all kind of outrage. The Chicago PD, Chicago Public Schools, and the mayor's office, they're all involved trying to get to the bottom of what happened. And, you know, how do you stop it? How do you stop kids from doing something heinous like this? Well, according to those who live near there, those kids who did it have been doing these kind of crimes for quite a while, actually. But this, we know, isn't the first time we've seen teens cause anarchy around the country, because that's what this was. This has been going on for years. Do a quick Google search. You'll find a bunch of examples. I'll give you some. Out in Los Angeles this summer, a mob of teens, they were ransacking gas station convenience stores, doing it all over the place. In Chicago, summer 2023, something called the Teen Takeover happened. They were looting more stores in Chicago. This was the headline: South Loop 7-Eleven looted, 40 arrested in Teen Takeover. I said it's been going on for years, all the way back in 2019 in Philadelphia. A roving crowd of teens and young adults damaged 6 patrol cars in the city, went after the cops. Like I said, been going on for years, so what do? Clearly the approach right now, whatever that is in these Democrat-led cities, is not working. The soft on crime isn't working. Soft with your kids, that's not working. Well, here's an idea. Charlamagne Tha God, the very famous, influential podcaster, he offered up some insight after seeing what happened in Chicago to this pregnant woman and her son. Here's what he said, and I'll tell you what, likely what most of you are thinking.
Children and teens, kids, whatever you want to call them, there's something you need to learn early that a lot of people learn late. And what you need to learn is there are consequences to every action. I look at this situation and I think to myself, man, I don't care what happens to those kids. But I know I'm lying to myself, because I do care what happens to those kids, because I understand the environment that makes those kids become those little savages, okay? I know the socioeconomic conditions that created that, not excusing their behavior at all, because I want them to be punished to the full extent of the law. What I actually want to happen, or wanted to happen, was for some other adults to come through and intervene, okay, while it was happening, and start beating their little because if you want to act grown, you should get treated grown.
Okay, he also talked directly to parents. Here's more of that.
They needed their little heads busted. Okay, they needed their young kicked. If you love your child and you don't want to have to dress your child in a fresh quarter zip for their funeral, then you better teach them some damn respect.
I think he makes a point. Also want to bring this up. More crime in Chicago. A woman was actually set on fire in their subway this week. Federal prosecutors on Wednesday charged a Chicago man with committing a terrorist attack after he allegedly doused a woman with gasoline and set her on fire aboard the Blue Line train, leaving her critically injured. A man named Lawrence Reed. He was 50 years old. He is the suspect. But nothing to see in Chicago, right? According to the mayor.